About 9 o'clock in the morning. Since it is the holidays, kind of a tradition of me and my family, either through church or school or just the local like community center or whatever, they have these trees set up, and people that are in need or a little less fortunate can write on their Christmas list and put it on the tree. Obviously, their name, their age, and what they want for Christmas. And then members from the community that have a little bit more can grab a name and give some gifts. So we often do that in my family. This year it's just me and mom here. So mom grabbed a couple names, and one in particular, kind of touched me and made me a little sad. It's a family of 6, and all they asked for was like common things, like napkins or towels, dish soap, hand soap, stuff like that, which makes me think that they're really in need. So right now I'm with mom. She's in the bank somewhere behind me, but we're going to go to Costco and get them a bunch of stuff. Put that little package together because I think it has to be ready for them and like back at the church in a couple days. So we'll pack it all nice. Hopefully get some stuff that that's a little more fun also than just napkins and stuff. We also have another kid. He's a teenager, and I think he asked for like clothes and then maybe a PlayStation game or something like that. So we'll get all that together. There's mom back from the bank. Just got everything at Costco, all the boring shit. Didn't show you nothing. Then we went to GameStop, grabbed the 17-year-old that we picked, Battlefront, the PlayStation game. Hopefully that's cool. Now we're at a store called Macy's. I think it's only here in California, but basically just has clothes. The kid said he needed some sweatshirts and pants, and hopefully some Levi's are cool still. I don't know what's cool anymore. I'm getting old. We're gonna grab him some jeans. I always come to stores like this and find clothes I like. Like these are dope. I'd probably wear these. The issue is all I do is live in sweatpants and sweatshirts 24/7. Even if I find clothes I like that fit me good, I literally have no time or place to wear them. I'll go to like one dinner a year, that's it. But maybe I'll buy myself some joggers. Back home, got the kid some jeans, a hoodie, a couple of shit from Reebok, some gear, the PlayStation game, and then got all the family, all the household items that they needed. A couple more gifts got to go in the basket. I'll hopefully show you guys that today or tomorrow. Gonna rest up, eat up, and then it's time to bench. Back home at mom's house, got all these presents wrapped for the giving tree. I knew it had a name, but I didn't know what it was. Pretty cool. Reebok and Reebok One often send me a Christmas gift as being part of their team and being an athlete for them. But this year, they sent me a $100 gift card and basically allowed me to do whatever I want with it. If I need it, they said use it, buy something cool. If I don't need it, find someone that does. And I think nothing better than this family of 6 who all they want is like Cascade and stuff. So hopefully this $100 goes to something fun for them, have a better holiday, something that can help them out of some shitty times. First real bench day back from my meet. This is probably a week or two, maybe 10 days after my meet. Basically my plans for this quote-unquote off season are just to get some volume back and add a bunch of accessories in, try to balance out my upper body, gain some muscle while I'm eating all these Christmas cookies. It's a great excuse for me to bulk, but last year I was kind of in a cut. I don't know if you guys saw some of those videos, but Omar helped me cut a little bit. I got down to about 192 pounds or so, and kind of maintained that for about 8 months or so. So now just getting the calories back up, not really tracking my food, but eating a bunch of food, and it feels great. I don't look the best, but I'm getting stronger and everything feels good. Benching with my man Dano today, Jacked and Dan, Bob Evans, Big Rig, Fat Dan. Basically, I wrote him a 8-week off-season program as well. He's going to compete sometime in the spring, but right now, I'm just trying to get some muscle on this kid. He's super explosive, pretty good athlete, and very strong, but he doesn't have a very good base. He never really tried bodybuilding or anything on his own. He just went straight from football to now powerlifting. I'm just showing him here kind of how to tuck your shoulders underneath you. Not only will this protect your shoulders, but it'll have you in the proper position to press the best using your chest, arms, and shoulders. If your scapula is not really retracted back and down, you just end up over pressing. Your elbow will go further past your midline and also just put a bunch of pressure on that front delt. We're going to get more stability doing it the proper way, and also a shortened range of motion. My bench form, even though I'm not that strong of a bencher, is pretty dang decent if I do say so myself. Here I am also just banging out sets of 10. I have 265 pounds or so on the bar. Dan's going with about 285. Yes, I realize I'm not fully locking them out. I'm just trying to keep some tension. I'm also trying to keep my back tight. So a set's a 10 personally. I'm not saying this is the end-all be-all, but Eric Spoto kind of presses like this. Obviously, a bunch of bodybuilders who are very strong also press like this, and it works for me. I'm actually yelling at Dan to lock it out more. Like I said, he's trying to build a little bit more muscle in his arms and triceps, and I just think it's important for him to lock out. I think with my experience level that I can, once I get to sets of 3 to 5, 2s, and 1s, I'll be able to lock it out just fine. He's working with, I believe, 285 pounds. Like I said, I'm 265 pounds. I made him do 4 to 5 sets of 3. Since my shoulder, 4 to 5 sets of 10. Since my shoulder's still a little weird, during my meet prep, I kind of banged it up. I was able to handle, I think, 2 or 3 sets at that weight, and then I just threw on the slingshot to finish it out. And then I'll show you guys a little bit later some of the accessory work I'm throwing in on my upper body days. This is one of the first times I'm having Dan do a ton of bodybuilding type accessory movements. He has 8 weeks to build some muscle. Like I said, he's a big old kid, but he's lacking some of the muscle it takes for him to bench some of the bigger weights. You know, I think he benched 407 in a meet, which is a fine bench. But with his explosiveness, he's definitely capable of 500, not anytime soon, but along the road. Just added about 20 pounds or so. Going my first set with the slingshot. Slingshot just allows you to overload. It also protects your shoulders a little bit. You can handle a little bit more weight. Gives you a little bit of pop out of the bottom, allowing you to lock it out. Great way to get some blood into my muscles without putting any stress on my shoulders or my elbows. Everything felt pretty dang good on this day. It was freezing in the gym, but my bench press form felt good. Dan's form is getting a little bit better. I had him do the same thing. The blue slingshot that he's using is a little bit less assistance compared to the yellow one that I'm using. He's doing 315, a little bit of hip jerk. I fixed his legs earlier in the day. He's flexible enough to kind of tuck those feet in a little bit, but he didn't want to listen. He went back to his lazy ways. Not that it's wrong to have your feet out like that or feet flat. Nothing wrong with that at all. But in the how he's built, his knee is even with his hips. So once he goes to flex his quads and ass, his hips will come off the bench. If you can see on my setup here, my knees are below my hips. When your knees are below your hips, you're going to be able to flex your quads and glutes properly and still be able to stay on that bench and stay tight the whole time. Even though you see a little bounce as I'm driving with my legs on the bar on my chest, my ass isn't coming off the bench at all. In the case of Dan, it was. So what I had him do, there's two, oh, what's up, Marcus? That's Filipino Thunder, ladies and gentlemen. What you can do if your ass is coming up, 2 different things. You move them outwards in kind of a Y direction, further out and further away, or you get onto your toes and tuck your feet underneath you. But what we need to do is get that knee below your hip. Also, stretching your hip flexors can help. Showing you guys a little bit of my accessory work. This is just the final set. All of these I do 1 or 2 warm-ups, and then I do anywhere from 2 to 5 good sets with a little bit heavier weight. Since my body weight is up, I used to murder chin-ups and pull-ups, but man, that shit got hard. Obviously, it's my second exercise of the day, but still, it's so much harder. I gained about 20 pounds in the last, I don't know, 8 months or so. So doing all that very hurts. Very, very bad. Very hurts, you know? So I did a wide grip for 2 to 3 sets, and then I did this neutral grip, which I like a lot. I know it's not full range of motion for you bodybuilders, but I'm able to contract my lats really good there, and it's still pretty good on my grip. Finished off with some arms. I didn't show all of it, but just some easy triceps here. I did maybe 4 sets, just 20s, 25s, 30s, 35s, 45s, and then I was feeling really frisky. So I showed you the set. I think, you know, it's a PR, I guess, but I did 60-pound dumbbells. Once again, we are power lifters. I'm just trying to handle some weight, get some blood in my triceps. So I do a little bit of a rocking motion, kind of a rolling tricep. These are the 60-pound dumbbells. I do them strict enough for my happiness. A little bit of a cheat, a little bit of a JM press, but felt pretty good. I think I did 6, maybe 8 reps. Little Sam was scared that I grabbed the 60s, that he was incline pressing. He thought I was going to hurt myself. That's it for this one, guys. Thanks. Finished the workout, coach class real quick. Just got some bodybuilding done. Felt good, tried to get a pump. Tonight I actually have a holiday party for one of the gyms I still coach at, so that should be fun. Hanging with some of the crew I've known for maybe 4 or 5 years, or since I joined super training basically. So that'll be cool. Heading there right now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like that bitch, share that bitch, subscribe to that bitch. Thanks for hanging out, guys. More videos to come. I'm out of here. Let's go!